Hello guys, so I had not a much of time, so that's why I take so long to make the video. Actually, even if it's a month short game, I still want to kind of watch it, and so I thought maybe I can do a video even for I'm extremely late on the party. Yes, and also that's kind of interesting to watch some high level play. I think this game between NBK and Balan has less fun than the one between Trot and Crayon, but let's see. I haven't watched the game by the way, so even though it's still a month, it's still totally new to me. Um, that seems like Scandinavia and spec, which yeah, it's normal shot on this map. It's a little bit hard to fob snipe, especially with the Euro Cup deck that NBK has, because it's so long. The LRM has trouble in if you play the Caesar in the Euro Cup deck. Sorry, you might be in trouble. And yeah, Scandinavia on spec overall extremely very strong, among the best deck we have right now. For instance, with the beacon and also the fire support, just amazing. I'm 21, automatically we see exactly them right now. You have some IV, you have many IV. Reservist. It's interesting to see reservist. I thought it's still pretty standard going just to Delta. Also early ASF to counter any elite drop. There is no elite drop, but yeah, that's definitely a possibility from Eurocorp. And Eurocorp that could be strong on this map if you do some sort of good multitask, but I'm not sure because often the game just end up on pushing Delta, then exploiting on the side. Eco can be playable, but NBK is playing from the bad side of Eco, so he is in a. I think the game hasn't really started, but it is already in trouble because for me, Scandinavia gonna get the upper hand. Of course, this all depends on the player, but when the skill gap is not that huge, the deck can do a lot. And he's also going on Delta. One advantage he has is this helicopter that was really well placed, so the expedition coming, and on top of it, it got shot down by a Mistral. So, okay, might get my word that might be the speed that we talk about in your curve that could get him up ahead. Also, balanced by a buff, so that's a lot of investment in playing. That's 200 points already in only 2 minutes. That's a lot of his point. That's around 20% of his combat unit income, maybe more, 25% probably. So that's a lot of points in plane. So he doesn't have much here. He has to buy also a smoker for his STRV. AVKV-19 on the side to deal with the castle cannon, so it doesn't go around the side to fob snipe, and that's already very bad. The bunker got no, it's not bunker. The stable once the two stable are under control of NBK. This recon got shot. I don't understand why he balance was moving it up. That's a mistake. He just needs to stay far behind because he has lost map control. So need to play far back. Try to stay under this far under his control. Stay here as well. That's good place for ITGM. Good idea from him. And hold on to this stronghold. And later on in the game, use the firepower of Scandinavia because I said they have better firepower than Eurocorp, and maybe get back. But I feel like he's a little bit throwing up. And also, that's a good play from NBK. He's moving once more on the road. He knows where the recon died. He has more units. He has the upper hand, and and so he can use the fact that he has much of Delta to go around and probably get into the triangle. A good ATGM placement. You see the Lucar got one missile on his front, but mean now the Leclerc is under under pressure against the Theory 101. Like I think now he's in behind if he evacuates. He has to move that. Oh my god, the Gazelle can spot the fob. I'm not sure. Yeah, not spotted. Oh yeah, it's in the forest. Good placement. No, good placement. But now it gets spotted and it gets close. Good placement, balance, but was not enough. The puff was out too late. To party. That's a little gamble, but you have to make your when you have like Elo Hunter like the puff or Elo Hunter instead, you have to also again when you want to drag your fob to move a little bit around. Also a little bit unlucky that because sometimes his buff was moving and the helicopter was not here. Yes, that's even worse. Also, as I said, the map is very long, so it's very big. So fortunately, it's not as easy. You need sometimes 2, 3, or even more 4 salvo. In that case, 4 salvo of air might not really be that good to kill a pop. Alpha, there's no arty from both players. The control of Delta and the stronghold is too important. Yeah, we see his control now. I try to fob snipe as well from balance, but it doesn't work. The helicopter die here. The fob is not spotted, so no beacon one-shotting the fob. That would have been amazing, but it's not the case. Engagement between Leclerc and Servi, and oh, it's stuck. It's stuck in. I don't know if it's stuck in the mud, but I don't know what it is in English, but it's one of the crit that you have when your unit slower. I think that could have killed Leclerc. So they said yeah, the ATGM shots that I highlighted earlier really come in here. That would have been the death of the Leclerc if one more shell of SRE got him. But also another Leclerc, a new wave of spam, because NBK is slowly losing ground. I mean on Delta, but on the other side he's actually winning ground. Like this place in the eco is absolutely beautiful for the Luna. They really are a threat. There is no AA or HGM, it's already good. Also MX1390, pretty good camping in bushes. And I see both players just playing for Delta. Both players playing for Delta. As I said, Delta often the most important part of the map. Let's see, I find it interesting that NBK is playing with the VBL Mistral. It's not often we see this unit. I'm on the side that it's a hot take, but it's actually logical. That's a very underrated unit. The Mistral is accurate, 60% I believe. Yes. The run is a little short, but you have 6 HE damage, and it's really fast, and also it's not radar. And because the unit is a recon, it spots a helicopter that have some stealth very easily, and it's also the unit is very fast, 95 km. It's on its wheel as well, so hot take. But definitely a unit that you can use, and good veterancy as well. Come harden if you want, or veteran. I don't know if you can call it veteran, but at least harden, I'm sure. And it's very accurate if you get in range, and which you can because it's fast. That's a good unit. So it's a hot take. because it's high damage, but you have not a lot of them in your card, and more importantly, you have 0 armor. No, I mean, sorry, you have 1 armor, but like 1 armor, it's squishy, it's squishy. Okay, yeah, Jaguar A, oh, or Jaguar A, got a kill. So AKB, right? It's the AKB 19. Some infiltration if that do much, and yeah, slowly, like I said, slowly balance is getting back on Delta. Alpha he did overextend. I mean, he did overextend a little bit on the highway. He still get back. That maybe the time to buy artillery. I think both players should buy artillery right now. But that will be the time to put the pressure with artillery, because the density of units starts to get a little bit higher. There is also attack from balance onto golf. There isn't much on golf, but I'm not entirely sure this is the point. Especially now that he's using a good chunk of HP, and like, yeah, your card wants to have this sort of fight. Maybe balance don't feel ready to play against the 2 Leclerc because he has only 1 STRV 101 and not a lot of ship unit. Halfway he could buy reservists. He doesn't choose to. So yeah, I think this is more of a diversionary attack, and yeah, I think that's expensive. Still some smoke. That's clever from balance. He sees the tank were trying to deal with the pseudo Gulf push, so he's moving infantry. Although the arena is still here and the automatic was not in place, so bad. Oh, that's good. He's constantly pushing pressure on the stable, and that's something he has really done well to retake the first stable and now trying to get the second stable. I think he's gonna get it. And NBK need to move his Lockyer up, but you see, because there is still the Fashion Manger, he can't move his Lockyer up like he would want to. So he has trouble to kill the Falkama Jaeger. Okay, kill it. Need to kill it. That's important kill. But that's all the vision in the middle. Yeah, that's important. And NBK won't survive, so that's all in the middle. Now the unit also die on the highway. That's like I was a little bit suspicious about this movement from balance on the highway, and now the highway is just free from NBK. He's going to spawn already to Bravo. That's the advanced one. He's also putting 80 gems. That's a little bit of swing of momentum now. There is some kill with the automatic. Good defense from balance. Is still a brawl. It's just what it is. It's just a brawl in the middle. Okay, automatic not get the kill. Oh, that's a close fight with CV101 and Fashion Magen coming to help. Does it get side shot? Yes. Oh no, it does not side shot, but it was still enough because 2 missiles of Eric's, 2 Eric's is just too much damage. The CV101 fighting the 2 Leclerc fighting 1 by 1. That wasn't the best fight from NBK. But at the same time, the Vaptivantress got to the spawn, and that's absolutely terrible. Yeah, this movement with the Northern Gary really come biting now, and now balance because he lost some control. Now he tried to get in the ATGM, but it was too late, and now the units are in the spawn. Then keep 2 reservists. Balance didn't have the time to buy the new the new CV, so he can have to buy it from the first spawn from Alpha. That's gonna take a time. He lost so much money. He has CV, however, on Delta. But it's spotted, and it could die on the move, so like there is only balancer, basically. It also got spotted, and because there is no reinforcement unit on Delta, I'm wondering if NBK gonna push. The ST-11 is damaged, and that's quite a pushback to balance. Not only counting, not counting, of course, the conquest points. Good thing from balance is that he moved. Oh, I fucking missed it. What the fuck? I missed. So I'm not used to replay. Yeah, I missed that. The EQ is now almost under balance control. That is also something very good. He could strangle up the stable now. I mean, not now, but he could be in the future. However, like like I said, there's a time when the momentum that balance lost when he has to buy a CV, when his units can't get close, uh, really could make him lose the zone. There is so much. However, oh my god, I lost. Oh, sorry, the nuclear died. Nuclear died and missed it. Oh my god, sorry. I will try to get better at it. Yeah, where's it? Where? Yeah, nuclear died. So actually, the attack might like win the zone, and it will. But losing Leclerc, but I'm not. I mean, I would believe it's bad fight, but at the same time, NBK has a good chunk of conquest point through. No, it's 23 minutes so left. So no, I think the ST-101 gonna manage to push back at one point to unit from Delta because there is no Leclerc in that. There is a Leo 2 effect, interesting. Mickey is playing Leo 2 effect and Leclerc. However, in this close zone, the Leo 2 effect is worse than Leclerc, and that's big investment. He didn't really need to make if he had the Leclerc alive. So this attack, unfortunately, is the fail because the Leclerc died. I'm sorry, I missed the Leclerc dying. But hadn't the Leclerc dying, that would have been very good. No, it's not that good. And he lost eco. Gulf is not totally under NBK control, so really that seems like the shift of power is slowly going toward balance. Actually, he was really stopped from this infiltration, from this exploitation of the highway. That is still a difficult position, I think, for NBK. Alfred, you will think the +1 and the conquest make him in a very easy spot. I'm not entirely sure. Also because Balance now has 2 civil. He should move this one to Eco at one point, and the other one is going to Charlie. So he will soon not be that close, far behind in West Point. The control on Delta is under NBK control, it's true, because now he has one super heavy, but I'm not totally sure he can really stop for a long time balance from sieving up and neutralize delta. So let's see. Wait, balance. Why are you buying another CV? What the fuck? Delta is not under control. Not totally under control. Good kill on the Jaguar, but I don't understand. Maybe he forgets he has CV on bro, or maybe he's very optimistic and think he gonna secure a safe position for a Delta CV. But I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. Or maybe he thinks the CV will take too much time going like this, or it's dangerous. I think it will be a little bit dangerous, but I don't think it's that dangerous. Like, I mean, buying a second, like first, I think his CV is just too much. Now he does not have that enough unit to get back, and it's just too much. Unless, of course, you stack up your Rima like this and the automatic gets a kill. So 2A1 from NBK. That's gonna put some pressure. This micro, the automatic micro is pretty good from balance. This automatic is just ramping up here. That's a good old bullshit automatic that we want to see, and that we don't want to play against. CV on Charlie, totally uncontested. It will probably be instead at all. Oh, I get too much aggressive with the Martian Nagar. Alpha even does it not matter at all. And there is also NBK getting a CV on golf. Generally, both players not playing golf at all. And CV RM on Echo, and now it's +1 from balance. Might be +2. If he got close, and oh my god, the 2-1 should have died to the SU-101, but there is the weapon failure, so of course the Leo 2-1 win. Like, what the fuck? Like, 100 point win against 155 point. Like, it's yeah, critic for you, RNG. Don't buy good unit, just buy weaker unit and be lucky. A lot of inventory from balance. I do like this play because the Rima is still here, that was some threat, and that's a unit we didn't see much from this game, but they can do a lot of damage. That's the Crucial Tiger Knight, probably among the best infantry, like one-on-one unit. Like, I mean, individually one of the best, because the 80 is just it's just amazing. Like, one of the best 80. 25 AP, 50% accuracy, and 20 appearance. It's just brutal. And 50 man squad, so they're an elite, so they have a lot of survivability. I do quite like that to fight the Rima, and also if he managed to smoke like this zone and get the Kusaga into the triangle for it, that is just very hard to push back. It's just brutal. So you need to pass through the Leo 21 and the Leo 25, and we will see what NBK proposed to stop this time of play. Seems like his option gonna be to push against the Sable. Some smoke. There is a gap here. Yeah, there is a gap, so that probably not work. I like the idea. I like a little bit the idea of pushing playing stable. There isn't much that will stop reinforcement. The balance hopefully has fortunately one coming in. They will kill probably in it. It's a gap in the smoke, so that's an unfortunate gap in the smoke. Yeah, if you get shut down. a retake attempt on Eco, I think it's it's bound to fail. The loop 25 is pretty well hidden and there is no tank against it. Jaguar A. I think we'll see a piss run, but even then, like, the units are well spotted, well hidden. It's not spotted. And finally with the beacon. No artillery from NBK, and that's gonna put a lot of pressure. And at first I'm a little bit conservative, reserved about the very late buy of the beacon. I have to say, and I have to admit, buying this right now is like almost the perfect moment because you know he has a fog almost full, half full, and there is only 15 minutes, so you know he can basically non-stop shell until the last minute, the last second of the game. And on top of it, he has managed to pin down a little bit, balance on triangle forest and stable, so the damage that potential is huge when you are packed up like this. However, balance loss. No, oh my god, the smoke. Oh, I understand that happened. Oh, that's very clever from NBK. He smoked the tank, so he could move up with the Legion. No, and he got the kill. So both Legions. So what I thought would be a fire attack actually worked because of this smoke. That's very good from NBK because now he can potentially get into a position where he can either kill the CV on Eco or maybe CV up and stop the bleed. And oh my god, I missed the 2A5 thing. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm so bad at observing. Oh, but I don't miss that. That's not okay. And they backed off. So I missed the 2A5 dying. Yeah, so I think that is that really important because either way, balance was not gonna push him, and became neither. Wait, sorry, phone call. Okay, so little pause and yes, the fighting is way better for NBK like this last minute. I do believe it's because NBK understands the pressure it's facing against the bombers, the Crush Tiger and the Beacon, so he decided to multitask, and that's a very good decision. Now also he got a kill on the AA on Charlie, and now he's moving on Charlie with TH2. Might lose his CV, it's more than possible on Delta, but because he got a kill on Eco, and he might also get a kill on Charlie, I think the situation began much better when he had just stayed on fighting Delta. Yeah, special time is opposite. Unless the Puff goes okay. That's why the Jaguar should have maybe fight the Puff, or maybe he has an SF. No, there's no SF. He spotted kill. He spotted and will got the kill. Yeah, that is pretty good play from NBK. That's exactly what we want to see from Europe. So as I said in the game, it's difficult to play with Eurocorp against Scandinavia if you stay on one place, but if you move like that, that's really good game. I was afraid NBK would get pinned down on Delta, but he managed to win despite getting pinned down on Delta. Globally, Delta was not the best place from NBK. Balance was ahead here, but because NBK was playing on multiple sides, he was just able to really throw balance off guard left and right, and also in his back because a ton of the conquest point that NBK got was also from the infiltration on the highway, and yes, the multitask was just too much from NBK. You see, the KD is not that bad from balance. It's almost equal, but the difference is that the units were mostly in the right place from NBK at the end of the game, because it just that the unit of balance are slower in general, because Scandinavia, they are a little bit more dependent on each other, and because of that, uh, NBK was able to multitask. Also, it's not easy to multitask. It's like defensive player like balance, but he managed to do that. I quite like this game. But that was an interesting game. Both players played I would say pretty well. Um, up until there are some mistake that balance made, some small mistake, but this type of mistake become important, and also NBK losing all super heavy, like that was a lot of super heavy loss, and that made him in a difficult position on Delta. But as I said, the multitask on the other front was just too good from NBK. So yeah, have fun and watch the last game if you want.